Hold up. Before you click away, you need to hear this because what I'm about to tell you might just flip everything you thought you knew about the Browns' quarterback situation on its head. We're 3 games away from the end of the season, and there's a name that's been whispered in practice facilities and debated in locker rooms. Shedeur Sanders. This is about a young quarterback who's been grinding in the shadows, waiting for his moment, and that moment? It might be right now. The Cleveland Browns are clawing their way through one of the most brutal seasons in recent memory. But buried underneath all the headlines is a rookie quarterback who's been sharpening his skills, studying defenses like his life depends on it, and preparing for the opportunity that could define not just his career, but potentially the next chapter of Browns football. Shedeur Sanders isn't just another name on the depth chart. This kid has been turning heads with an arm that can slice through coverage and a football IQ that makes veteran coordinators take notice. These final 3 games aren't just about finishing the season. They're about legacy. Sanders has spent this entire season watching and learning from the sidelines. But watching only gets you so far. At some point, you have to show the world what you can do when the pressure is cranking up and every defense is gunning for you. The NFL is a quarterback-driven league, and teams are constantly searching for that franchise cornerstone. Sanders walks into these final games with a unique opportunity. He's got the arm strength, the mobility to extend plays, and most importantly, that intangible quality that separates the good from a great, composure. When the game speeds up and lesser quarterbacks crumble, Sanders has shown flashes of that ice-cold mentality that championship teams desperately need. The Browns' playoff hopes are hanging by a thread, which means every snap matters. For Sanders, this is the ultimate audition. Not just for Cleveland, but for the entire league. NFL scouts are breaking down tape, evaluating mechanics, studying how young quarterbacks handle pressure. A strong performance in these final games could catapult Sanders from a developmental project to a legitimate NFL starter overnight. Before we go any further, if you're loving this breakdown, smash that like button right now. It helps Browns Breakout keep bringing you this content. Subscribe if you haven't already because we've got more deep dives coming your way. What makes Sanders' situation so compelling is the duality of it all. He's fighting for his own career while trying to help salvage a season defined by adversity. Those 2 narratives intersecting? That's where legends are born. That's where we find out if a player has championship DNA or if they wilt under the bright lights. The Browns coaching staff sees something special in him. Sanders has been working on the details that separate average quarterbacks from elite ones. His footwork, his progressions, his ability to manipulate defenses. All of that has been refined behind closed doors. But now it's showtime. Can he deliver when 300-pound linemen are trying to take his head off and defensive backs are looking for the pick? The NFL is unforgiving to young quarterbacks who aren't ready. But it's also a league of opportunity where one clutch drive can change everything. Sanders has that chance sitting right in front of him. These 3 games could be the launching pad for something extraordinary. The games that future highlight reels are built around. Football rewards preparation meeting opportunity. Sanders has done the preparation. He's put in the hours studying film and building chemistry with his teammates. The opportunity is knocking with these final 3 games. All that's left is execution. Can he make the throws when they matter most? Can he lead the offense down the field with the clock winding down? These are the questions that will be answered. If Sanders delivers, we could be talking about him as a legitimate building block for this franchise. And wouldn't it be something if he came out and showed the world that the Browns might have found their guy? That's the dream scenario, and it's absolutely possible. So Browns fans, keep your eyes locked on these next 3 games because this is appointment viewing. This is where we find out if we've been watching a future star. The stage is set, the stakes are high, and Shedeur Sanders has everything to gain. Let's see if he's ready to seize the moment and make Browns history. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you think Sanders has what it takes? Let's talk about it, and I'll catch you in the next one with more Browns news you won't want to miss.